Good evening. I'm your host, Alckemy. Welcome to the laboratory. Today, I have no idea what we're doing. I'm just kind of here on stream. Hey, use some stuff, no agenda. I might work on this tune that I've been working on the past few days, depending on if I have any ideas for it or not, but I guess the inspiration for it kind of already kind of left off, but maybe I'll just finish it, like just to finish it and say that it's done. So I don't know. Welcome everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I just finished making my coffee. It's Saturday. I've been looking up some stuff. That's not very helpful. Yeah, I've been looking up some stuff. A trampoline park just opened, kind of not super close, but not too far away, and I'm kind of interested to go check that out maybe tomorrow, which could be fun. But yeah, how are you guys doing? That was the second remix I think that I've ever done, way back in 2014. I see those copycat kits. They're good kits. Tis good stuff. Would definitely recommend. This. Alright, so let's move this over. And I'm going to take these two cuts. Three cuts, rather. can't even hear the flanger on this. There we go. Yeah, I think that like having some kind of like really offset chords right here, like some kind of road or something would be really nice. Is there a... Oh, there is. It's microtonal. So if you look over here, I've got this interval division, and I think it sounds pretty nice, actually. It's kind of cool because it's almost like restarting like complete chord, like your typical sevenths that you're used to working all the time or whatever is totally different now. Wait a minute, is this Bolin Pierce? No, I don't know. Microtonal, I just set this here to 20 intervals between 13 divisions with a root note of F. So, whatever that means to you. I'm kind of just playing right now, to be honest, just to see if I can get something cool out of this. There's a scale that divides an octave plus a fifth into 13 parts, so nah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit beyond my knowledge base. But it's kind of wonky just to fuck around with this and see what comes out of this. This is really weird, really interesting at the same time. Hold on 1 second. Make sure that live chat is on. Hey, Wiggles. If you ever want a resource reference on microtonal stuff like this, I would recommend Sevish. Okay. Yeah, I might look into that later. I'm also kind of having a good time just doing this like without any context, I guess, and just kind of playing it by ear. But I think if I might want to take it serious down in the future, then that might be kind of cool. Yo, what up, Jack? Yeah, I kind of like this direction though, going into like a halftime thing and then maybe just like breaking this to hell. That might be kind of cool to try. Shit. I take all of this and move it together. Wait. Undo. Over here. Let's save that, so that way I don't lose it. There's a lot of microtonal EDM and drum and bass. Yeah, I think this is kind of cool because like I get really bored of like playing the same chords over and over again. Granted, I make the same tune in every fucking key, but at the same time, like I don't know about you guys, but do you ever like play something and it seems like super cheesy to you? I think that with this, with the, maybe it could be the sound selection, but also just like the way that the chords are off seems different and like seems like it's not so digital, I guess. Totally. It's super interesting to see what different kinds of harmonics you don't usually find within 12-tone stuff. We're totally experimenting with chords and going wild and see what chords you can find. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of what that whole goal was. Because it could be a way to like start to reintroduce different ideas into, or different musical ideas into this world of abstract, you know? Because that's what I find is like hardest to do, is to make something like this that's super abstract in the first place start to bring in musical elements. So This is so wonky. It's pretty cool though. I kind of don't really mind just like how fucked up and how all over the place and chaotically unorganized this is. I think like the initial goal of this was to kind of create something that was super off anyways. So what can you say? Okay, get a snare. I might use a new rim shot for this. Did I not place a kick on this? I thought I did. Am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping. I just placed it in the wrong place. Yo, curious to what you make of the new wavetable device in Bitwig. I feel like the grid could eventually rival Faceplane if they work on it enough. Hi Django, how are you? I don't suspect that you saw the video that I released on it, but I did cover it. I think that the coolest thing about the wavetable is that it can play, like it can voice, it can have multiple voices that aren't bound to the same placement of the wave cycle. It's really hard for me to explain in that way. And I don't really feel like I did a good job of explaining that in that video. But if you, oh, it's got to be over here. Okay, so there's this little knob right here, and if you modulate something into that, then what will happen is this will set. I have to go out of my way to find your videos lately. I'll have a look. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you had to do that. Well, actually, you don't. You can just hop on the Discord because I post it there. But yeah, so like, let's say you have 3 voices, right? Well, normally all 3 voices would have to play wherever the index file is. But you can modulate the index, and what that means is if you have more than one voice on this, then the detune or the unison can play at different parts of the wave cycle. And that to me is pretty nuts. So if you go over here and you take this output right here, well, that's tripping me out because it's doing things. You can start to see that there's more than one unison voice over here now, And the more that you modulate this, you've got a consistent sine wave like this, but take a listen. So, like, you can get some cool shit through this. And, like, unfortunately, like, there's not a way to control it other than the ratio, I guess. But how cool is that? So, like... right? And then, like, if you get into all the other things of, like, combining the distortion units and all that stuff, then yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that it can rival Phase Plant, but I do think that it has unique features that stand itself apart from that. And also, like, if you do this, you can take the output of this one and go into both and do pulse or do phase modulation as well. But so, like, if you just start fucking with ratios and stuff, you just get crazy. You just get crazy stuff really, really quickly. I didn't really think that I'd go to this, but you have something set kind of like that, and you set that to loop. Yeah, like, there's just a bunch of... that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, but there's a lot of different stuff that you can kind of mess with that just makes this super duper cool. Dude, I want to get rid of this. Jesus. Delete. That must be a bug. Okay, there we go. So, like, if you start thinking about, like, changing up the wavetables and stuff, right, then of course, like, as we all know, like, you're gonna get crazier shit, so... And if you take something like a comb filter, this comb filter is fucking awesome. I kind of want this in standalone on Bitwig, to be honest. I don't want to have to pull up the grid for that, but so yeah, and then you start getting into, like, your indexing and all that shit, right? Or maybe let's try this. So just with 3 wavetables, like, the modulation stuff that you can get through this is pretty nuts. So the other thing that I mentioned on my video that I thought could be really cool, unfortunately, it's not there yet, but imagine if they added a phase modulation knob to the sampler in the grid. Unfortunately, they don't have that. It's still these devices. And I don't know where they would fit this, to be honest, because they have these things. But while you can't phase modulate in, you can phase modulate out. So essentially, you can take something granular. Let's grab a loop, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, you can phase modulate this. So like if you set up some randomizers to this, and you just do something like this, but maybe at a slower rate, maybe like a bar or so, and then you maybe grab another one and fuck with the grain, pull that up. Then you get these neat little artifacts within this that can do some pretty interesting things. That's kind of cool. Maybe we could find something that's kind of cooler though, like maybe something from here. Okay, let's try that and let's see what this does. So yeah, I haven't really like figured out the formula to make this work in a way that would be necessarily cool yet. But I do think that it has a lot of potential to... I do think that with some play and with some experimentation, this can be something that would eventually become really interesting. So let's set that's off. Yeah, I don't know. It's not working yet, but that is on the mind of doing something like that, which I do think has potential to be pretty freaking cool. But I mean, even still, you know, just by incorporating all the wavetables and stuff, you can still get some super interesting results. And one advantage that this has over, I'd say that it has over the other two wavetable monsters, or the leaders of the wavetable thing, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that you can place like any effect or any individual component in between the oscillators, right? And like the thing with phase plant is that while you can do FM to a certain degree, you are bound to only a handful of effects in between. So on here, you've got your generators, right? So even if I wanted to, let's say, yeah, let's just grab two. So even if I wanted to FM this one to this one, right? Or let's just say these two are being output at the same time. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that this is like clear and concise in a way that is actually going to make sense. Here we go. All right, so let's say I wanted to send this one to this one. Well, the thing is that between this, I can only choose between these other things in order to kind of do that, right? I guess maybe you can get away with doing an auxiliary thing where you have something send into this, or you can do like an audio thing that kind of goes out of that, right? But with the grid, and opening this from from phase modulating this to this, can we just say FM, because that's going to drive me crazy. Can we all agree on that? But between this, sorry, I can grab any of this stuff and start to do, you know, something like this, or something, you know, like this, and you know, then this whole thing can go into phase modulating this. So let's try like a different thing, maybe one that's going to sound a little bit thicker. Sorry. I didn't know what was going to happen. And then, like, you can start to do, like, other shit like this, right? Oh, I guess not. But how cool would that have been? Can you... No, you can't. But that would have been super sick if you can do that. So, you know, the cross routing that you can do within this, I think has a lot of potential. I think the biggest feature, one of the biggest features that this grid was missing in particular, was the ability to do FM and phase modulation. But now that you have that within, even though is it limited to this? I don't know. Maybe they added it to all of them. No, so you can do PM to all of these, and I don't know if that was there from before or not, but that's a big deal. And yeah, I think that there's a lot of potential that you can do with that now. Pretty unique sounds that I think you have the potential to kind of get away with. Yeah, so that's my spiel on the grid, or the new wavetable thing. Is it like going to, you know, kill Faceplant and Serum? Of course not, but I do think that it has some neat potential. Did I? I did. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. I thought that I placed that on the wrong section. But I have that. I can kind of just mess around with this. This is super strange. Fuck. Just quit on me. Quit while inserting cue marker. Oh shit, sorry. There's this whole chat. I'm so sorry. I wasn't live. Oh man. Hey Paulo, what's going on? Hi Wiggles. Dying for more detailed granular control in the sampler too, like green shape, attack, hold, and release in unison. Hey Optic, how's it going? I'm streaming myself watching you. Yeah, you guys should go check out Optic too, if you're bored of what I'm doing. So how is this program better or different than live, and how would live be behind this program? If I'm not interested in modular Eurorack style things, how is Bitwig different or better than live? Yo, this is mental. Well, just join the faceplant gang. Yes, I'm so glad you did. Whoop whoop. Okay, guys, I am so sorry about that. Oh no, did I lose all my progress? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, so Bitwig by nature is modular. And even if... Michael, are you still here? If you're still here... What's missing? No, we're okay. Select and save. Yeah, so if... yeah. Alright, so the big thing that that I find between Ableton and Bitwig is that, honestly, in my opinion, I think that Bitwig is more for sound designers. And the workflow has really caught up in a lot of different ways. Like, for example, one of my favorite things is having the ability to have hybrid clips. So you'll see right here that some of this is in MIDI, and then some of it you can bounce and place on the same track and kind of manipulate an audio. I think that the audio editing is more advanced. For one, you can do different things by automating stuff within the clip here. And then also, you don't have to go into the clip editor, say on a piece of audio, in order for you to kind of change things, right? They recently added the time stretching on the timeline, which is something I've been wanting for a really long time. But yeah, the granular synth is way better in Bitwig compared to Ableton. The only thing that I miss from Ableton, to be honest, compared, is the simpler now. Now I can't complain about stretching on the timeline, right? But I miss the simpler. And that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Max for Live is much better than the grid. You can create crazy, insane devices with it. I don't use Max for Live though, so I don't really care for it. But it just has a bunch of neat little like workflow features, like bounce in place, slice in place, which is really cool. So like if you want to do like beat divisions there, you can do that. Man, like there's so much. I have a video on why I switched to Bitwig. If you type in here, let's see if this works. Hopefully it will. It might take a minute to pop up, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just find that the workflow is like an advanced. To me, the workflow is a lot more advanced than Ableton. Hey, it does work. Excellent. So yeah, I kind of have this idea where I like having this here, but I kind of want to break it in some way or another. Is chat not working again? No, it's still working. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad for missing that. He probably already left. Oh well, nothing that I can do about it now.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Is this Creative Commons? Sweet. Honestly, these chords slap. Thanks. They're definitely off, right? I don't know if I'm gonna run into a challenge of whenever I start adding more instruments to this and all that, if this is gonna work or not. But it's definitely kind of cool to do something different. I guess we should let go of that.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna try a tape stop instead and see what that does. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Nice. Okay.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
It kind of messes with the cadence of her speech.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, that works. All right.
What's wrong with you? 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 What's wrong with you?
Wait, what?
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I guess this needs to be.
What's wrong with you? 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 What's wrong with you?
I think it needs to. Oh, yeah, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Try it.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Oh, you would probably mean doing a frequency shifter at 100% and then pulling down. No, I think this works pretty fine.
What's wrong with you?
Kilter feel that the chord creates, IMO. I don't know what that is, but is this new? I don't remember this. This seems new to me. What is a kilter? Daylight savings. Oh, out of harmony or balance. Okay. That's a new word for me. Thanks. Just an uneasy vibe with the chords give this section what I mean. Weird frequency shifts sort of evokes the same feel for me. You mean a frequency shifter on the roads? Yeah. I kind of want these to be on the vocal sample. Yeah, I'll come back to it in a second. And probably once I get to this section here, I might throw a tape emulator with some flutter on here that is going to kind of just fuck up the pitch. But right now I'm kind of just trying to get the idea down, if that makes sense. yeah, I think that's way better with that, with those being more in mono. But yeah, now I kind of want to experiment with throwing some glitch textures on here. And just like breaking this. What is this? I wonder what this sounds like without the microtonal or the micro pitch. That's kind of cool too. It's different, but...
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So I want this to be in triplets now. It's a little loud, but that's okay. What? That's kind of cool. So yeah, I kind of want these glitches to be like staccato to some degree, and just kind of let these like shit like that is kind of exactly what I'm looking for. And then I think that what would also be cool is maybe I'll bounce this to audio here in a bit. But I wonder if, yeah, I have the feeling that this micro pitch is only going to be used in MIDI. So if I bounce this, I don't think that it's going to have this on here. But if you do it as a nested device, I heard that sometimes that can work, right? So I go in here and bounce that out. Will that work? Let's find out. Dude, what files are missing? What are you talking about? Oh, cool. Okay, so that works.
with you?
Yeah, and I think that this needs some more space, to be honest.
What's wrong with you?
Because I want this to be more dreamy.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Hey, what up, man? Welcome to the channel.
Recording to line.
What's wrong with you? Yo, thanks Mumpsimus for the sub. I really appreciate it. Oh man, they changed that. That sucks. And this should have been in triplets. Just joined and already liking this. This is the same project from before. I just kind of decided to take this in an off direction because I didn't know what else to do.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, mixing this is gonna be a bitch, but whatever. This is so fucked.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, what up, man? Yeah, the microtonus thing is pretty fun. Okay, that's not really what I wanted right there. Okay, let's grab that section. Oh man. Okay, so there's a bug within Bitwig when messing with the cue points that, yeah, I've been able to recreate it. So consistent bug with cue markers. I kind of also feel like it's a bug where, like if it crashes and you open a new project, like it'll open two projects. Like that's kind of unnecessary. Why does it do that? And then I think that there's also a bug about managing files because there's nothing that's missing from here. And now the cue points are gone. Interesting. Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Whoa, what happened to my snare? Don't think that this is the same. Did this reset? No. So why? Why is it doing that? It's also pitched, maybe? No. What? Yeah, it's almost like it's pitched down, right? Same thing here. This isn't the same snare. Is it loading a completely different snare, or what the fuck? Okay, let me just... What was this one called? Rimshot 4, I think? Yeah. Okay, so let me save this and reclose the program and see if that fixes it. Because I don't know why else this would be... Yeah. Unless if... Yeah, even in the warp mode, it's still... You know what? Nope, that didn't work either. Okay, so yeah, let me... Yes. Let me quit.
Recording to logbook.
That makes no sense. Sorry, guys. Yo, Peter, I think? That's the best way that I could think of how that name might be pronounced, but thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. It's definitely a unique way to say that name, or to spell that name. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience, guys. I don't know why my snare is suddenly changing. I think it's probably another bug. Please fix. Okay, well, what if I were to drag this outside of... Yeah, it's still the same. I don't get that. Ah. Hold on one sec, guys. Sounds like there's a dog outside. Whining. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, I think it was the neighbor's dog. That's kind of strange for how loud that was. It sounded like it was right outside my window.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's really bothering me though, because for some reason the snare is... it's not a bad one. Like, this doesn't sound bad, but this isn't the same one that I had, and that kind of stinks. And I don't know why this won't... And thanks for making all the streamings. I've moved from Ableton a while ago, and your videos help a lot to get familiar with Bitwig. Cool, man. That's awesome. I think that both programs are great. There's just a lot of super clear reasons why I think the Switch was a better move for me as well. Yeah, it's still doing that. Is this sample corrupted? It feels like it is. Okay, that one's okay too. Maybe we can try to put this one in and see what happens. Yeah, you see how it's changing it? Look at this. Why? Maybe what I can do is... Got a problem solve over here. So surely that's a bug, or something is wrong with this snare, but what I can try is to activate this engine and then go find that same rim shot. Then I'll go bounce into place. Then I'll go into this project file right here. Files. Pull this out. Activate this engine again. and let's see what this is gonna do. Okay, sometimes you gotta think outside of the box to solve odd problems like that. But, yeah, I'm glad that worked. IQ 200. Okay, I'm moving back to Ableton. Well, they just released a beta, right? So I'm on a 3.3 beta right now, and that's kind of why it's doing that. I thought outside the box, and this happened. Well, the thing about it is, as cool as that flex was, what's it called? Yeah, as cool as that little flex was, I don't think that most people are going to have this issue, right? Oh man, what is the timing on this? 1, 2, 3 bars. All right. No one as me is going to have this issue. Watch till the end. Or we can do like a best Bitwig bug troubleshoot highlights or something. Okay, so the OTT is not working. Interesting. Either that or my project is fucked. Yeah, I feel like it took everything and pitched it down, like in my drums. Yep. That sucks. Okay, so how do I fix this? Oh man. What do I do? So the data in all of this is saved. And like all of the files here are...
What's wrong with you?
So yeah. I wonder if it like tried to replace it or like if the replacement thing was oof. Okay. Okay, so nothing is missing now, but well, rip. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, well, I guess this track wasn't meant to be. Or I have to wait until this updates to see if this is going to fix. That makes me really sad. How does this sound if I export it? But over here, like that seems fine. But over here, oh, that seems fine too. It's just the snares. And the other percussion. So the kicks are okay, but... And then this seems off as well. That's definitely off, and that's super loud as well. So... What did I do? Or like, what do I do? Yeah, for some reason all of the samples on here are just like playing back off. You go out for some ice cream? I could cry. Is that is that acceptable given the circumstances? I mean, I don't think that this project is lost. I do think that, I mean, obviously we're done for today because, well, with this project anyways, because there's nothing that I can do to change that unless if I go and do that same thing that I did with those snares, which I don't feel like doing. But I think that once they fix this update, then it will probably be okay, right? I imagine. I hope. I'm not sure what really happened. Yeah, it exported like that too. Fuck me. Shit. Yeah. RIP. Well, since this project is donezo, Did I notice a sound improvement from switching to bitwave to Ableton? I know it's probably a myth or a GUI thing that influenced the perception. No, I didn't notice anything in particular. But that might have to do with your sample / audio rate if like you're noticing like subtle nuances like that. But no, I can't tell the difference, to be honest. Okay, well, at least I still have some assets from this, and this part was really fun to make, and maybe I can. Yeah, that part's cool. So, you know, I mean, at the very least, if I wanted to, I could just make a tune out of that or whatever, but I think that it would be cool to kind of have this section here and kind of use this as an outro and kind of make like some weird dreamy shit. Okay, cool, clear enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you say that, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It's an interesting thing though. But to be honest, like that was kind of a long time ago when I switched. Like not super long time ago, but that wasn't something that I picked up on personally. So, but yeah, I was gonna say I can probably do a tutorial on this bass now or something, since I was gonna wait to release this, but we do have some cool sounds in here. You know, stuff like that, or I think sounds super sick. So we can at least do that. But fuck, that's unfortunate. All right, well, let's do something else. I will cry later over this lost for now project, or limbo project. Does anybody have any sound design questions or anything? Actually, I have a question for you all. Does anybody here use Sennheiser HD600 headphones? And do you guys also use SonarWorks? I was thinking about picking it up. Man. Alright, let's maybe play with this project. No, not this one. I do like that, but not this one. Hmm. SonarWorks works really great. I've been using it with Sennheiser HD225i. Are those open back or closed back? And it definitely helps. So the reason why I ask is because the headphones that I have are open back, and I was looking at some reviews and they were like, unless if you're using, you know, high-end open back headphones or whatever, then you might not, it might not, unless if you're using open back headphones, then it will work pretty substantially, but because I have that degree of headphones, then oh my gosh, I just did that twice. but there's a slight latency. I mean, if I'm not playing instruments, which I never do, then I think that would be okay. Oh, shit. Nope. Let's go back. This to be like 130 something. Those are closed ones. You work on them in theater. Right. I'll do some more research into it, but oops. For mixing are better open ones for sure. I'm just not sure if sorry, I'm trying to walk and chew bubblegum. If it's going to be like if the SonarWorks is going to still increase like, or the quality of boom, boom, boom. This is going to actually increase the quality of that. Good trick is to hook with a friend and buy one sonar like work for 3 users and split the difference. The only problem is I don't really have a lot of producer friends that, well, I don't have any producer friends that are close to me. Okay. Sure, then you can just buy a measurement mic and then try the 30 days trial to see if it works for you. Well, but I think I can recommend it. But why would I need the measurement mic if I don't have monitor speakers? I think I would probably just spend the $100 and get the headphone version. Oh, right, sorry. I bought it for speakers and using it with headphones is just a bonus for me. That's totally fine. Can I do this with all of them? Yeah, well, I've kind of just been looking to see if there's a way that I can upgrade my listening environment. Okay, unfortunately that doesn't do all that, but I can just go over here and increase the gain. I use SonarWorks, definitely helps me. What headphones do you use though? Okay, so now I'm going to grab a time shift and throw this shit out of whack. How do you like those HD600s? You're looking for open ones for a while. I fucking love them. I have AKG 72s. It's pretty shit, to be honest. Well, that would make sense. Yeah, I love the 600s. I think that, like, no headphones are, like, completely flat, but the response curve of these are pretty neutral. So if we go here and we go to sonarworks.com, I think that you can test this out, right? For listeners, sound ID. You can. I want to say that there's a thing that you can do where you can place your headphones in or whatever. Okay, that didn't work out as smoothly as I hoped it would. But HD 600 frequency response. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, like no thing is completely flat, but this is pretty mild. Obviously, I chose the flattest one, but I don't think this one is true. Wait, what does it say? Sennheiser, which one is which? These are all different. Stock versus EPZ HD 600 blue. Yeah. But what I used to have is Audio Technica MTX 50s, M50X. And this was all over the place. Like, look at this. And of course, like, you have to find an average between all these because the data range, like, it matters significantly. But, like, this is not true. It's more like this. It's, oh, this is the M40X. But yeah, it was all over the place. And I was making really peaky sounds whenever I was using these. And I was actually doing privates with Frequent, and he was kind of the one that was like, dude, you got to get some different headphones because the ones that you're using are total shit. Flattening the curve subject. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, if anybody lives in the States and you guys are in the market for buying a subpack backpack version, let me know because I'm trying to get rid of mine. Yeah, I don't think that I like that one. I think that I want to keep that there. This is not percussion. That's kind of cool. We knew shuffle button in the browser. We need shuffle button in the browser. It's okay, I feel. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and grab snap heap. How did I do this before? I think that I had a filter here, like this. I had an LFO on it, like that. And, fuck, I don't remember. This was set in parallel. This was set to a slow time. I wish Bitwig made this new gain level thing also on smaller track highlight. Yeah, so that way you didn't have to expand the thing to do it. Yes, but it will be okay times 2. Okay, we're gonna add a flanger. This is awfully biting through quite a bit on this group for how thin this bandpass is. Interesting. Okay. Transient shaper. I guess I can just do it this way too. Here we go. It's actually one of the things that I've changed while using Bitwig over Ableton, not zooming vertically, tracks all the time to make small adjustments. Wait, say that again? Okay, maybe a third element might be nice. Actually, one of the things that I've changed while using Bitwig over Ableton is not zooming vertically tracks all the time to make small. So you mean like doing like automation or something and like making the vertical tracks bigger? I think I use more editor panel over arrangement window to edit tracks and clips. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that like the inspector panel is slept on quite a bit. It's kind of cool. Now that like it has a few more transients, it can actually play through the entire cycle of that thing. So maybe we can play like a more syncopated rhythm with this. It's kind of cool. Okay, pretty late here. Thanks for the chat and have fun with the track. That sounds pretty good so far. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming in. I'll see you around. Do I have a sub? No, I just started this track. Because I had a disaster just happen to me with the other track that I was working on, so I'm kind of just like taking my time now and having some fun with some shit. Oh, do I have a subwoofer in my studio? I have a sub pack, but I never use it. Um, I I like it, and I think that it sounds great. It's just I have back problems, so it's not good for me sitting in a chair. Because it's the backpack version. Nope. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind having a chair version of the sub pack. That would be pretty neat. But yeah, man. Initially, like the reason why I bought the backpack version was because I was traveling a lot, and I was kind of all over the place, and I was just trying to like make music and stuff while I was out and about. You know, since I'm on a laptop, anyways. But since COVID happened, and since the injury, and since all that other shit happened, I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I'm sitting a lot for making music now, so same deal. Just check the new up and coming looks sweet. Works both as a backpack and a seat back and a wireless interface to boot. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna do some slight side chaining on this, I think. What? Ian, side chaining? He never side chains. Sometimes I do. Because that's why I never use mine. Plugging all the cables in was a pain with my setup. Yeah, same. But it was also just like after a very short time, it started to hurt my back, and I was just like, "Fuck, man, like I can't." Thanks. Cool. So the kick is a little strong, which is okay. But now we're gonna go into here and just find some kind of ghostly sample, I think, and then we'll make some kind of something cool to go with it, I guess. I mean, I suppose I can upload some of my own shit, but what is the fun in that? Desktop, audio content. Let's see. Yeah, I bet some like Bonobo would be really nice with this. Sorry, I'm just kind of browsing right now. Jeez. This could be nice. Tape. I think that I'm gonna like this tape delay. It sounds pretty good. And then maybe that coupled with a little bit of ROM reverb might be kind of nice. And then maybe if we have a filter over that, that might be kind of cool too. It's so nice. Hold on, guys, my grandma's calling.
What's wrong with you?